Hi, good evening. This is Cindy Bertram, and thanks for joining me today on Good Ship Happens. A lot of great things going on in the industry, of course. I always get so excited, you know that, right? Because good ship happens. And that's why I wrote my new book, right? Great people in the book. And the book title is actually called Good Ship Happens Amazing Leadership Steering the Cruise Industry. And also, if you like the blue background photograph, it's one I took when I was on the MSC World America sailing back. But again, great things about great people too. As far as new things, of course, too, we've got the Royal Caribbean just announced they got a new Discovery class of ships coming out. Okay, the 29. They haven't released too much yet, but they will later, I'm sure. But as a new Discovery class ships, and they're going to be launching 2029. And they haven't really detailed too much, but they've ordered a new range of ships. And as mentioned, they've already created, of course, the largest cruise ships, of course, in the world. Okay, but they're Icon class. And Legend Seas is going to be coming out this year. Okay, sure over that too. It's really great too. But also, with this new Discovery class of ships, Royal Caribbean hasn't mentioned anything about the actual size, of course, too. They will later, of course, too. But it's just kind of fun. A new class of ships, okay? And as Michael Bailey, president of Royal Caribbean, mentioned, it's just they're redefining how Royal Caribbean's guests can experience the world too. There aren't any details yet, of course, as far as the size or capacity, but the first ship's going to debut in 2029, and then the other one's going to be debuting in 2032. And Michael Bailey mentioned, the president mentioned, the Discovery class introduces a new concept that puts our guests at the center of it all. It will deliver extraordinary one-of-a-kind experiences from cutting-edge design to immersive moments. Every detail crafted to surprise and delight our guests too, which is great too. So kind of fun, but I haven't mentioned anything about science ships, but I'll find out more later. So when I do, I will let you know, of course, because once again, they've got great ships, great entertainment, and of course, what I love too is actually they have chief dog officers. Okay, I'll show them what one new chief dog officer is going to be on their new ship, Legend Seas, coming out this summer, I think. But they're the first cruise line to actually have a chief dog officer. The first one was Rover. She's still on Icon Seas chief dog officer, and then last year the new ship came out, Star of the Seas, that came out. They have a new chief dog officer in that ship too. Her name was Sailor. Yes, they're golden retrievers. But the fun thing is, when they created the new chief dog officers, I shared previous videos before how they came up to the idea. But anyway, just a great way to really embrace different things for people to enjoy on the ship, of course, including their staff members too. Because once again, they found out later on too, the staff members, crew members love the chief dog officers, right? As do the guests, right? And of course, what's really fun too is the chief dog officers are not driving the ship with their paws, okay? But they're so cute and adorable. I haven't met one yet, but I want to, okay? And they announced a new chief dog officer coming out, a new ship coming up this summer. Her name is going to be called Skipper. And I'll share more about that later on my episode too. It's great too. So it's really great too what they're doing as far as cruise ships. They really kind of come up with really great ideas and ways to really elevate themselves too in different ways too. And I'll tell you what, as I tell people, I was just at an event last night and a couple people said they've never been on a cruise and what's it like? I said, well, you know what, it's a wonderful way to relax, enjoy different things. Of course, in my case, too, I tell people we all need a little vitamin C, but SCA, right? Just relaxed me so much, you know. Goes back to that one beautiful song, Cake by the Ocean. I love it. It was really fun, too. And it was really fun, too, when that came out, of course. Cruise lines jumped out like crazy. They created their own videos to that song. In fact, when I was at Seatrade Cruise Global Conference, they had done a whole video with cruise line executives singing parts of that song to everyone, which is really great. So once again, we all need vitamin C, SCA, okay? Something coming out too is, with MSC Cruises, of course, they just launched their new Well, in America last year, I was on board the ship for the Christmas cruise. It was just so amazing. Back in April, it was actually on April 9th, they christened the ship, of course, in Port Miami. And my birthday's April 8th, so it's actually a late birthday present, but it's great to be on the christening cruise, too. And that's when I had Drew Barrymore christen the ship as a godmother. Okay. And what they did was they changed their time to holiday, which is really great too. Of course, after the christening event, I was there on board the ship. We had dinner, entertainment. Then about 10 o'clock, I think I mentioned before in a previous episode, is 10 o'clock the cruise director came on and said, we've got a special concert on the top deck, outdoors, top deck, and guess who performed? Gloria Estefan. For an hour and a half. It was amazing. I mean, it was jam-packed like crazy, but I've seen her perform before a long time ago, but it's really great to actually see her perform again. It was really amazing, too, so it was great, too. Then we sailed their private island, arrived the next morning. And it's Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve. It's a beautiful island. I've been there previously for another christening of the mother ships a couple years before this, but they have been adding more to their island, okay? Including they actually opened up their Marine Conservation Center, Ocean Conservation Center too, which is great too. But just great things they're doing. What they're doing is their Ocean Conservation Center, they're actually building now coral reef trees to put back in the ocean, which is great too, to save the sea life. So that was great too. But once again, it's really great. But what different cruise lines, including MSC Cruises, are doing to really kind of restore the ocean, etc. too. But one thing that came up too is MSC Cruises, they're actually going to be sailing. Offering a ship sailing in the Alaska, which is great too. If you've never been to Alaska, you definitely need to go. It's beautiful. I was there years ago, back in 1997. Dating myself, it was a great experience. I saw Wes the first night. Just amazing places to see and experience too. And what they're doing too is MSC Cruises is actually going to be sailing their MSC Pasea in Alaska this year. So what they've been doing is they're enhancing their MSC Pasea. What they're doing is they're renovating the ship to offer their exclusive MSC Yacht Club, which is great. And their yacht club is their ship within a ship concept. It's very luxury. Your own private butler service, private access, your own private restaurant, lounge, pool area. Amazing. And I actually sailed at MSC Yacht Club with the Divina back around 2016 or 17. It was great, amazing person, amazing experience too. And also was on the Seascape, which actually was arriving into Port Galveston. They have a new port in Galveston, right there, brand new port they built. I was there for their opening ceremony back in October. It was great too, experience too. I think it was October, November, beautiful experience. But anyway, they had their Seascape sail there to dock. We're at the opening event on the ship all day, overnight. And guess where they put me to stay that night? In the MSC Yacht Club. Okay. It's like dying to go to cruise heaven, okay? That's the best way to explain it. It was an amazing experience, but also what they're doing now, too, is on the MSC Presea, the ship's going to be sailing Alaskan cruises this summer. They are enhancing the MSC Pasea to have their MSC Yacht Club, which is great too. And it means what they're doing is they've got 63 new elegant suites across 5 different categories, of course, too. Also, like I said, it's going to feature an exclusive MSC Yacht Club restaurant, top sail lounge, also private bar, sun deck, full service grill and bar, as well as 2 of their own hot tubs too, which is great too. And also, I know that the ship's going through some major transformations too. Right now, staterooms are actually on decks 12, 14, and 15 are going to be renovated right now and reconfigured to their club suites too. Also, what they're doing is they had a card room and library. It's going to be displaced for the installation of their Yacht Club restaurant too. And the Yacht Club restaurant is fantastic. I'll tell you what, it's gorgeous. Also, the ship's top 16 solarium for Aurora guests will reposition. They've got also new specialty restaurants, bars, spa, and gym on board the ship they're adding to. What they're doing too is now they're going to add the butcher's cut, which is great. It's showcasing beef from Surveyor Meat by Lynn's, and a portion of the ship's original buffet will be sitting on deck. Will be actually on deck 13 aft. Going to be repurposed for their signature steakhouse too. Also, seafood lovers be able to indulge in the Kato Sushi Bar, transitioning to replace their cigar lounge on deck 7. And it's really, really great too. Also, they have their All Stars Sports Bar. Well, where currently their wine bar was currently sitting too. So guests will be able to really enjoy watching televised sports, play traditional bar games, beverage and bite-sized snacks, of course, too. Guests can also escape daily life into a daily revamped MSC Aurora Spa. Okay, and it's being improved too. Also, the current Forward Fitness Center will become the MSC Gym powered by Techno Gym. It's going to be updated, and it will take space currently occupied by their S234 Disco nightclub, and they have a yoga room, jogging track, and also basketball and tennis will be rounding out the offerings too. As far as entertainment, and who doesn't like entertainment at cruise ship entertainment, it's amazing what they do. And remember that with cruise lines, the entertainment is included. Okay. When was the last time we went to maybe a great entertainment venue? Okay, see a show, production, Broadway production too, but they're expensive, right? But the entertainment, of course, is complimentary, and what they're doing too is the Pasea is going to now be enhanced by offering Dirty Dancing concert. It's going to be added to the lineup too. And it was first seen on the Embassy World America. I saw it was great. It's a 90-minute show. It includes convenient matinee showings too, and it pairs a really screening for the classic film plus dinners, plus singers and dancers performing movies, music live too. But how fun! Of course, they're adding Dirty Dancing by concert on board the MSC Paseo for their MSC Cruises' first ever sailings in Alaska this summer season, which is great. Also, besides Dirty Dancing, okay, a passenger will be treated to performances of divas, as well as stand-up comedy. Also, MSC Dueling Pianos will set party bands, events, and live jazz. It's really great. I've been there before on the Seascape, also at the MSC World America. Dueling Pianos is just amazing entertainment. It's really fun, too. Also, the Top Sail Lounge is going to be having a pianist. That's exclusive to the MSC Yacht Club, too. And guests can expect themed parties and sports activities, also wellness sessions too, arts and crafts workshops, Alaska lectures, and also regional enrichment too. So once again, it's great too. As far as the Pasea, MSC Pasea, our Alaskan voyages are going to actually departing from Seattle, which is great to get to, believe me. I did Alaska cruise back in 1997 on a different cruise line, but we sailed out of Vancouver. But cruise lines have expanded, now they sail out of Seattle, which is great too. It's easy. And what they're doing is they're sailing beginning of May this year through September this year too. And the Pasea will continue to cruise through the upcoming winter in the Caribbean, and also Central America sailings, and then the Panama Canal transits between Seattle and Miami too. So it's really fun too. So once again, definitely keep in mind, because once again, they're updating the MSC Pasea, adding more to it, adding their MSC Yacht Club, plus adding new entertainment, which is great. I love Dirty Dancing. Got a chance to see it on the MSC World America Cruising Cruise. It was great too. So keep in mind too, because once again, this is the first time that MSC Cruises is actually going to be offering Alaska cruises, and it's wonderful. I mean, seriously, you want to go back? I want to go back so bad. Beautiful. Okay, keep in mind too. Okay, also with Carnival Cruise Line, fun too is cruise lines have really been expanding their presence sailing out of the United States. And of course, Galveston is one example. Okay. And Carnival Cruise Line has been sailing out of Galveston for about 25 years. And when I was there back in the fall last year to see the new port, Galveston, opening up, with MSC Cruises first launching their one ship there, sailing out of Port Galveston, the Seascape. It was great to actually see. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I'll tell you what, beautiful, amazing, very very, very pretty too. But also, Carl's been sailing out of Galveston for maybe 20, 25 years. What they're doing is now they're expanding their presence sailing out of Baltimore, okay? And they just mentioned that in 2027 to their 2028 season, they have a second ship sailing out of Baltimore, okay? And just announced this a bit earlier this month. But once again, I have another ship going to be sailing out of Baltimore and have new deployment options, of course, too, with the Carnival. It's Firenze, okay? And this is the first time that Carnival actually home port 2 different ships from Baltimore, which is great. And they're really, really committed to that region, too. And beginning in fall 2027, the Carnival Miracle will join her sister ship, the Carnival Pride, and be sailing on different types of itineraries. These are Spirit-class ships, and they will be offering on 7, 8, and 9-day sailings to the Bahamas, Eastern Caribbean, with some extended 12 and 14-day Carnival journeys that will be going to different beautiful destinations, including Dominica, Guadeloupe, St. Martin, and others too. And also, I think the Carnival Miracle is going to be sailing out of Baltimore. It's going to arrive in Baltimore in November 2027, following a 15-day transatlantic voyage from Civitavecchia, Italy. But it's great too, because once again, they mentioned Baltimore has been a really important home port for Carnival for more than 2 decades, what I didn't realize. But also, it's great that they're continuing their year-round operations with the addition of the Carnival Miracle. So that's great too. And different things as far as riding venues too, but it's really great they're doing too. And yeah, once again too, is I know that besides Baltimore, we've got more ships sailing out of Port Canal, which is great too. Also, as mentioned, Galveston is another big area that cruise lines have been sailing out of too. It's really, really great too. So keep in mind too, another place to actually sail from too. Keep in mind this is actually from sailing ships out of Baltimore, and that's what Carnival's doing too, which is really great too. Something else we've got too is we've got some special things going on with American Cruise Lines. Okay, what they're doing is they just announced they're offering their brand new. It's their Grand Columbia and Snake Rivers cruise. Okay, it's gonna be a 16-day journey through the heart of the Pacific Northwest. Okay, and they just open this up too, and it's really great too, because what they do is it's in the rivers, but they mention in Portland, guests can actually explore different vibrant cultures and culinary experiences too. And they go to the Hood River, not sure where that's at, Hood River, H-O-O-D, Hood River, with different places. They have a guided kayak excursion, scenic journey aboard Mount Hood train, and then next then they go into the region of the Columbia Gorge Discovery Center in the Dalles, I believe too. But it's really great too. That's a new their new itinerary they're offering now too, and that's coming out. I think let's see. I just announced. I think it's coming out maybe this year or next. I'm not sure, but it's going to be their special cruise, the Grand Columbia and Snake Rivers cruise. So keep in mind that's American Cruise Lines. Okay. Let's see what else. They're going to different places. I know that they have different places going to, but it's on the different rivers too. It's really great too. So keep in mind too. That's another option too. Something else too is this is fun too. Cruise lines sometimes actually have president's cruises. Yes. That's where you actually can cruise with the president of the ship, of the whole cruise line corporation too. Okay? Who would like to cruise with the president of cruise line, right? How fun. What they're doing is with the, this is really great too, with Scenic, okay? What they're doing is they're offering a special President's Cruise with Ken Muscat, who's actually the president of Scenic Group USA. and it's going to be taking place in April 2026. I think it's middle of April. And the Scenic Eclipse will sail the Mediterranean on a departure. Unlike any other, it's going to be hosted by the president, Ken Muscat. He's a great person. I've met him several times. And it's the river sailing in 2026. And it's going to be led, it's an 8-day passage connecting Barcelona, Marseille, Monte Carlo, Corsica, Tuscany, and Portofino, with beautiful, beautiful coastal art too. It's going to be 8 days, okay? So Barcelona to Nice, which is great too. Oh, it's going to be departing on April 18th this year. Barcelona to Nice on the Scenic Eclipse, which is great. And what they're doing is, it's hosted by President Ken Muscat, great guy. I've met him several times, great person. He's in my new book too. What they're doing is they're offering extended times, which is great too, in select ports, okay? And so you'll be seeing longer in different ports too, which is great too. Also, they're doing certain things too, is they're going to have a welcome cocktail party, okay? Scenic free choice excursions. So the excursions will be included, which is great. Also, they've got exquisite group dinners hosted by Ken and the executive team, special gifts, and also surprises across the way too, which is really great. So it's just really, really beautiful. So once again, keep in mind too, because it's still open for reservations too. So don't forget, if you ever want to sail with the president of cruise line, keep this in mind, because Ken's done this before. He did it last year, I think the year before too. But keep in mind, because it's coming up on April 14th, and they're still taking reservations too. So you can actually cruise on Scenic Eclipse, which is a small ship, with Ken Muscat, who is actually the president of Scenic Group USA. Great person. And it's great too. Just really, really fun too. Beautiful places to go to too, so keep in mind too. Something else too is we've got really fun things too is we've got another cruise line. You might not be aware of it too much, but Margaritaville at Sea, which is great too. They started about 3 years ago. And what they did was, they're a smaller ship, but they did was, to mark their 3rd anniversary, Marguerite Sea just announced that they actually acquired a ship from Costa Cruises. It's the Costa Fortuna, and it's going to be their 3rd vessel. Okay, so what they did was, the name of the ship is going to be called the Beachcomber. I love the name, Beachcomber. It's going to be the largest in that cruise line's fleet when they actually begin operations under the new flag in early 2027. The Costa Fortuna, which is going to be the new Marguerite at Sea ship, the Beachcomber, accommodates, I think, 3,430 guests right now. Okay, it features more than 1,300 staterooms, 13 passenger decks, expansive outdoor areas, 8-story center atrium, which is great too. Also, as mentioned, the vessel is going to go through complete transformation to incorporate Margaritaville's island-inspired design. Great too. And over the past few years it's been in existence, they're really focusing on building the Margaritaville at Sea brand by delivering more of what they offer their guests too. And it's really a laid-back experience with winning hospitality. As mentioned, after they have acquired the ship from Costa Cruises, they'll start sailing it in 2027, and that's really great too. Once again, they're inviting people to kind of join them too, because they're stepping into that Margaritaville state of mind on the open ocean too. And they launched actually in May 2022 with their Margarita at Sea Paradise. That followed in their Margaritaville at Sea Islander in 2024. And the cruise line has actually transported thousands of passengers too. And what's great too is they've really received a lot of accolades too. And it's just, it's launched a couple years ago, but they've really been on a really, really exceptional trajectory where they're going to. And on board, which is really great too, is the Beachcomber, their new ship. It's going to be acquired from Costa Cruises, their former Costa Fortuna. But they're going to redo things too, and they're going to actually have on the Beachcomber have 15 brand new experiences exclusive to the ship. In addition to their fan favorites right now, these include signature photo on top ready flip-flop atrium, the biggest 5 o'clock somewhere venue, which is great too. It'll have its own bar. The Hemisphere Dancer, JWB Prime Steakhouse, Cheeseburger and Paradise Burger Bar, also licensed to chill pool bar. I love that, don't you? Licensed to chill pool deck. Some other things, of course, really great too is the 5 o'clock summer. I love that name, don't you? Will serve 4-deck tall poolside playground where guests can actually enjoy live music and tropical food and drinks. Also, their Mexican cutie cantina, Tanquera, will serve custom street-style tacos, rice bowls with fresh salsas, and their Takari Shack will also offer new options as far as grabbing a frozen beverage too. Also, meanwhile, their license to chill pool deck will be the home of their 6 strings stage for live entertainment, as well as a water slide, whirlpools, and a sea view bar. Also, going to be some custom adults-only cabanas available to rent, and these come with private ocean vistas and also dedicated bar service too. What's great too is with the Beachcomber, they want to create a design that really captures the spirit of fun, warmth, and also a relaxed adventure too. And it's really what they're doing too. It's really, really fun. I love the name, the ship Beachcomber. And also, as far as on board, they've got 8 unique watering holes, which is great too. The bars of the Beachcomber will be designed to be very social and approachable too. Also, even with it's having its own identity. Also, to start, they've got their Cowboy and the Jungle will be an intimate South America-inspired speakeasy operating first come, first serve basics. Guests can expect rum and also agave-based drinks here. The Takari Daiquiri Shack, okay, will be for fun frozen steeples, custom cocktails. Also, I love this, the Polynesian Lounge, yes, will be elevating their line's already present tiki vibes and also feature music, etc. And as far as their names apply, the Land Shark Sports Bar, I love that, Land Shark Sports Bar, okay, but you won't be eating my shark, okay? That's going to be the place to really catch the big game across multiple screens too. And they're all ages. Lada Da Juice Bar, okay, how fun too, will be nestled between the Teens Club and Spa. Don't you love the name? Lada Da Juice Bar, right? And clients can stop there to get blended juices, fresh smoothies, and cocktails. Love this too. The Flip Flop Bar will be another musical spot at the center of the ship, just below the shopping promenade. The front yard will be actually serving likes of spritz favorites and other aperitifs. Last but not least, the Floridays. It's actually spelled Floridays, Floridays. Floridays will be a bonus restaurant and also lounge featuring Florida coastal fare, including seafood, tapas, washed down with sangria, and even more drinks too. Also on board the ship, they've got, I mentioned Zac Brown's Same Boat music venue. And onboard entertainment includes their 5 o'clock summer, I love that name, and their 6 strings stage. And then they've got Same Boat, which is actually a venue developed collaboration with multi-platinum 3 Grammy Award winner Zac Brown. Will be in the ship's Central Hall of Nightlife too, which is great too. And also the central spot is going to be hosting live musical acts, which is great too. As far as itineraries, should be offering itineraries from Miami or on sale right now, offering Eastern Caribbean routes starting in 2027. These will be 4 to 8 nights in length and visit destinations such as Phillipsburg, St. Martin, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, Bimini in the Bahamas, Arrangestead, Aruba, Bonaire, and also Williamstead, Curacao, which is great too. So keep in mind too, this is really great too, because once again, Marguerite Sea, They're launching their new ship. They're purchasing the ship from Costa Cruises, but it's going to be called their new ship called Beachcomber. I love the name. Beachcomber is a great name for a ship, isn't it? It should be debuting in early 2027. So keep in mind too, because once again, who would like 5 o'clock summer, right? Good, good, good. Also, as far as my things too, is we've got as far as cruises too, we've got a lot of ships coming up this year. I mentioned several, of course, too. But as far as the new ships coming out, as far as ocean cruising this year, we've got, of course, also 2 new luxury cruise lines coming out. Four Seasons Yachts, Orient Express Sailing Yachts are in the Martin II. Also, as far as contemporary cruise lines, we've got Norwegian Cruise Line, Embassy Cruises, and Royal Caribbean International. They're going to be introducing mega ships this year, too. Also, with the Four Seasons Yachts, they're going to be the first new cruise line starting this year with the debut with the Four Seasons 1. And she's just 34,000 gross registered tons. And she's going to be sailing in March, so that's coming up pretty soon, right? And the ship completed her sea trials in December, and she's going to be spending her summer in the Mediterranean, too. But what's fun, too, about the Four Seasons Yachts, the Four Seasons 1 is they've got a very, very special captain. Yes, Captain Kate McHugh. Amazing person. I have met her. She's a great person. I just saw a sea trade last year. She'd taken some time off. She'd been with Sub Cruises for about 10 years. She took some time off when she lost her cat. Her cat was on the bridge with her. Her cat's name was called Bug. And he didn't have a lot of fur, so her social media channel was called Bug Naked. But great person, amazing person. And when her cat passed away, unexpectedly, she took some time off. But she's going to be the captain of the Four Seasons 1 coming up this March. Really exciting, too. And there's one ship coming up pretty soon, too, which is great, too. Orient Express is actually flying their June launch with their 110-passenger ship, the Orient Express Corinthian. And as mentioned, they're building a second yacht, the Orient Express Olympian, which is going to be coming out in 2027. And both of these ships have 3 masts. They operate under sail whenever the weather allows, too. So as far as these 2 new cruise lines coming out, too, Orient Express and Four Seasons Yachts, they represent a growth as far as luxury cruise space, but also luxury hospitality brands really embracing the cruise industry, too, which is great, too. So, yep. Also, we've got, as far as another ship coming out, Regent Seven Seas. It's a... They are having their new ship coming out this year to the Seven Seas Prestige, which is the first. It's actually the largest vessel that's going to be joining Regent Seven Seas fleet. It's going to accommodate just 882 passengers, and it's going to be their first new ship in a decade. And this size is going to be about 40% larger than their next largest Regent ship, too. And also, which means it's going to have more accommodations, bigger accommodations, too. Including, they're going to have a new Skyview Regent Suite, which is going to be 8,794 square feet, too. And it's great because this is their first ship in 10 years, too. Also, we've got Emerald Cruises and Tours. They're launching a new ship fleet with Emerald Kaya. And it's going to be the first of 3 128-passenger yachts to be joining the fleet in the next 3 years, too. Also, what's fun, too, is Explorer Journeys. That's a luxury cruise line owned by the MSC Group, parent company, family owned. And their third ship, Explorer 3, will actually be debuting in July this year. And they've got, let's see, 2 new Viking cruise line ships are going to be launching too, the Viking Mira. Also, their hydrogen-powered Viking Libra, too. Also, what's really fun, too, is, as far as contemporary megaships offering this year, too, Norwegian Cruise Line is going to be having the first one coming out, the Norwegian Luna. It's a 4-ship in the premium class, and she's going to be taking the seas in, I think, March this year. Also, the Norwegian Luna is actually the sister ship to their Norwegian Aqua, which debuted in 2025, and is about 10% larger. Also, flying that will be Royal Caribbean's 3rd Icon class ship, Legend of the Seas, launching this July, which is great too. And the Icon class ships with Royal Caribbean, these are the largest cruise ships ever built too. And Legend will continue to be operating too. She'll be sailing in the Mediterranean this year when she launches, okay? So that's going to be, of course, Legend Seas. Also running out of things too is MSC Cruises has their new ship coming out later on in December this year. It's their MSC World Asia. It's their third in their world-class ships this December. She'll be spending the winter season, of course, in Mediterranean, which is great too. But it's really, really great too. And then fun thing too is with Disney Cruise Line, they're actually launching. They would get heading to Singapore, yes, with their Discovery and their Disney. I'm sorry, this Disney Adventure too. And the ship had been planned to be launched in December last year, but it was postponed due to some shipbuilding delays too. And the Disney Adventure will be their cruise line's largest ship, accommodating more than 6,000 guests. But I really think it's fun to have new ships coming out. Really, really it excites me too more than ever too. So once again, we've got great things going on too. And once again, a bit more about, they call it about ocean wave season, okay? It's just wave season. That's when cruise lines start really, really getting more sales going on like crazy, which is great too. And sales, cruise ships billing out like crazy, which is great too. And they mentioned that January bookings have been really, really pacing ahead of what they did in 2025. As far as Royal Caribbean, they call it their wave season, but it's when bookings really jump in first part of January. But they mentioned that Royal Caribbean Group's wave season, which is, they have different cruise lines, of course, on Royal Caribbean, but Jason Liberty, who's the actual CEO, mentioned multiple agencies reported that January bookings are pacing ahead of 2025, and Royal Caribbean's group wave season is really off to a record start too, which is great too. And they mentioned great bookings too. And the big thing too is people are buying and people are traveling, which is great too. And I think one thing we find out too more than ever is because after going through COVID-19, okay, people had to work from home, stay at home because it's such a horrible situation, but we got out of it. And unlike what we went through during 9/11, I had actually worked in travel back then, my mom's agency, but back during 9/11 when the hits came on, so sad. But anyway, people were scared to travel, okay? They cocooned. They bought things, okay? But in this case, too, is I think after going through COVID-19, coronavirus, so unexpectedly, I think people realized after staying from home, having cocoon, stay from home, work from home, not being able to travel or being very careful about traveling, I think now we're seeing something completely different now. People realize we're here for a certain time, and it's good to really, really enjoy different things and see beautiful places. And it's great to really be able to do that via taking a cruise. We've got so many options out there too, which is great too. And big ships, smaller ships, luxury ships. We've got river cruise lines too. You've got the yacht types of experiences too, but so many ships coming out too. Really great too, and I really think that's why wave season is really, really high right now, because once again, new ships coming out, how exciting. Also, new cruise lines. 2 examples of Four Seasons yachts, and good things too, plus just different places to go to and see. And as mentioned, we've got different luxury cruise lines coming out too. As mentioned, we got 2 new ones coming out, Four Seasons yachts and Orient Express sailing yachts too, so that's really fun too. And of course, as far as other ships we've got coming out next year too, I really like to talk about that too, but we've got Orient Express. They're going to have their other ship coming out in 2027 in the spring, and it's going to be the Orient Express Olympian. And then, of course, in 2027, we've got 3 more Explorer Journey ships coming out, Explorer 3, 4, and 5, and these are very luxury. Their guest capacity is just 926 guests, and we've got, as far as Norwegian Prima class ships, Norwegian Cruise Line, they've got their 5th and 6th Prima class ships coming out in 2027, 2028. Carnival Cruise Lines, their Carnival Festival is going to be coming out in 2027. And some other ships coming out Oh, Emerald Cruises. Their Emerald Raya coming out June 2027. Also, MSC Cruises, their MSC World Atlantic is going to be debuting in 2027. Okay, she'll be doing Eastern Western Caribbean cruises. And then we've got Oceania Cruises. Their Oceania Sonata is coming out in August 2027. We've got Disney Cruise Line has their fourth Wish Class ship 2027. Also, the Four Seasons Yacht second ship is going to be out 2027. That's great too. And I shared more about the Chief Dog Officer before. It's really kind of fun to have a Chief Dog Officer on ship too. I shared the videos before how they came up with the idea. That's with Royal Caribbean, okay? And they came up with the idea of really having a Chief Dog Officer because once again, dogs we really embrace them so much, okay? They're like kids that walk on the floor with 4 feet instead of 2, okay? I've had dogs in the past. I love them so much. I haven't have a dog now, but I have a great puppy, Miss Zoe. We wrote a second book together during COVID-19. Once again, dogs are such a great place, great thing to enjoy more than ever. And as mentioned, Royal Caribbean has a new ship coming out this summer, and she's going to have a Chief Dog Officer. Okay, they finally came up with their name, so we'll share more about that in a minute too. But how fun! And they are golden retrievers, by the way. It's just really fun how they came up with the idea because people like dogs like their kids, and even like I said, what's great too is what I think is fun too is you know, they came up with the idea, and it really has brought a lot of joy to people that are on the ship too, but also the crew members, which is great too. And the first Chief Officer that Royal Caribbean introduced was actually an Icon Seas, and that was her name is called Rover, golden retriever. And when they first launched the idea, of course, they had a picture of her in the bridge with the captain. Of course, she's not driving the ship with her paws. And then when the new ship came out last year, Sarah C., she's a Chief Officer in that ship too. Her name is Sailor, really cute name too, golden retriever. And now, recently, they announced they're going to have a Chief Dog Officer new ship coming out this year, this summer, Legend of Seas, and guess her name's going to be? Any ideas? Her name is going to be called Skipper. Isn't that a great name for a Chief Dog Officer, Skipper? It's really fun too. I love it more than ever. It's really great too. So beautiful, and I've seen some pictures of her too. I haven't found one to share with you guys, but she's really cute. She's just a baby puppy right now, but so cute. And how fun to kind of bring that too, because we like our kids. We like our dogs like their kids, okay? But I love the name Skipper because when they first did some posts on that too, Michael Bailey had actually shared some things. He's the president of Royal Caribbean. Great person. Met him several times. Great person. I love the name Skipper. It's going to be her name. And she's a puppy right now, but she's really cute. And when I get a chance, I can really try and find a picture of her too. She's really cute though, but really fun too. They were getting ready to show the short video I found about Skipper. But I've seen her picture. She's really cute. It's really fun. She's really cute. Just a baby, of course, just a puppy. And the ship comes out this summer, Legend of Seas. But how fun that Legend of Seas actually has her own Chief Dog Officer, and her name's going to be called Skipper.
Yep, he's going to be called Skipper, and I was trying to get the video that you sent me, so you can check out the video and all along those lines, because it was a great video, and I'm looking forward to letting people check out this lovely video and everything like that, so check out this video. Here we go.
Great, thank you.
Remember that new Royal Caribbean ship dog? Well, she finally has a name. Royal Caribbean International just confirmed the chief dog officer for Legend of the Seas is Skipper, and she's a girl. We already knew the ship adopted a pup earlier this week, but now the name is official. She'll be joining Rover on Icon and Sailor on Star as part of that Icon class dog tradition with meet and greets, merch, and social media posts. So are you lining up to meet Skipper, and what merch should Royal make for her?